I'm not wearing these sunglasses because I'm trying to be like Rick Ross. One of my videos, y'all ever know how Rick Ross? No, probably what you can relate to is Jimmy Houston. You know how Jimmy Houston's always got his sunglasses on? I'm not wearing them because I got that kind of clout like Jimmy Houston or Bill Dance. I want to talk a little bit about how I choose sunglasses, eyewear, whatever you want to call them. I want to talk to you about how I choose them and why I think it's important to your fishing. This should be a technical video. I should be able to give you like all these analytics of why certain glasses work best and why, all the technical data, especially when one of the companies that sponsors me is Wally X, an eyewear company. And you know what? We're gonna get that one day because I'm gonna learn a lot of technical data after this video because there's a lot of questions that I have when it comes to eyewear. People ask me all the time, what do you use? Why do you use it? What's the best lens? What's the best frame? And if you've watched any of the how-to videos on this channel, you know absolutely I don't really go by technical data. You know how I know what lens works best for me? I'll go fishing, all right? Stick this pair on, I'll look around, okay, all right. And I go, no, that ain't good. And I take this pair, Wily X is the blue mirror, and I go, ooh, yeah, I can see a lot better with those. But there is a scientific way for you to know what lens you should be using for the water clarity where you fish, for a lot of different things. And honestly, but when I decided to do this video today, I had to Google. We throw around terms in fishing just because we're just throwing around terms because that's what everybody says. I didn't really know what polarized eyewear meant. What does that mean for polarized sunglasses? What does that mean? I had to Google it. Let me get my phone. I literally, before I decided to do this video, I was like, you know what? I was about to say, hey, you need to get a good pair of polarized sunglasses because it'll help you fishing. I do know that it does help you fishing because I've worn polarized sunglasses and I've worn non-polarized sunglasses. And yeah, it definitely makes a big difference. So check this out. Polarized sunglasses. I'm literally Googling this right now because I think you do need to know what it is and why you should wear polarized sunglasses. I just know that it works better. I really don't know what it is and what they do. I found this little article. Here it is. Polarized sunglasses. The filter creates vertical openings for light. This is vertical. Only light rays that approach your eyes vertically can fit through these openings. The lenses block all horizontal light waves bouncing off a smooth pond or a shiny car hood or any subject that would project horizontal light. That's what polarized sunglasses do. So basically, that glare that you get on the water on a sunny day, polarized sunglasses is blocking how much of that light enters through the lens. And it's letting all the vertical light that's coming down from the sun, it's letting that enter. So that's why you can see in the water a lot better with polarized lenses on your sunglasses. All that reflection that's coming up vertically, it blocks it. I'm imagining there's some resistance there. You can't block all of it. Then you would be like a Marvel character and just have X-ray vision, right? But it's restricting some of that light and letting more of the vertical light from the sunshine get into your lens so you can see things more clearly. That's what polarized sunglasses do for you. Now, how is that important for us as fishermen? I think being able to see is a big part of the way that I like to fish. Just as recent as just a couple days ago or a week ago when I was fishing Lake Guntersville, I was still using my sight to see and pinpoint fish that I was attacking in little bunches of grass, little patches of grass and clear spots. And you could not see those patches of grass and eelgrass and milfoil and sand unless you had polarized sunglasses. At the time, I didn't know why that I was able to see better. All I know is when I was sticking my glasses on, which I was actually using this pair right here, when I put these pair of glasses on, all I knew is that I was able to see the patches better. That's all that matters to me. That's all I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? You could talk, you could give me all that data, you and all that. I keep about 3 pair of glasses from Wiley X. This is the blue mirror from Wiley X, and then I keep the dark gray. And so the reason that I used the dark gray this past week is, you know, in the summertime, I'm not necessarily looking to see fish at this point. If I can see grass, if I can see a dark spot, see a light spot, great. The biggest thing I'm trying to do is lessen the fatigue on my eyes. So I want the darkest lens I got most of the time in the summertime, and that's gonna be my gray lens. It blocks most of the sun. I guess it's blocking the horizontal and the vertical light, but it's the darkest lens I got, so it just creates less fatigue, and I'm squinting less. End of the day, you just feel better. Really, there's only 3 lenses that I've found that I really need. This is the blue mirror. I use this guy when I'm sight fishing, and it's like a sunny day, but it does, I'll even change it out. You can even in a shop like today, I like it on a bright sunny day. I prefer the blue mirror. I like the blue mirror on a day where I'm trying to block more reflection from the lake and the boat. You get a lot of reflection from your boat and your grass as well, from the sun beaming down on that stuff, and it's flashing back in your face. And then on a cloudy day where I want to sight fish, I use this one right here. This is the green mirror. And I've been calling it moss green. I apologize for that. It's actually, this lens is actually called green mirror right here. And this is one that I like to use. Even here in the shop, it brightens up everything around me. The green mirror, it's going to, on a cloudy day, it's going to make everything seem a little bit brighter, so you'll be able to see everything a little bit better. It's almost like it's shining a light on everything around you. And what it does is, any of the little dark spots, it can be a little piece of grass, it can be a log under the water. Being able to see that stuff before I actually get right on top of it is so paramount for my style of fishing. So it's super important for me to have a good set of polarized glasses and know which lens works best. The thing that I've always struggled with, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, is I really don't know the technical side of why each lens works. What I do is I end up putting a pair of glasses on in the morning, and I keep these 3 in my boat and 3 in my truck, and I say, okay, yes, that works for the water clarity that we have for today, or for the sunlight that I got today. But one thing that I do know is it's all strategic. The lens, the frame that you see, obviously the lens is strategic. I know a little less about what makes those work properly. You know how I am. I try stuff, and if it works, and I call it good. I don't really know a whole lot about the technical side. I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to have all the answers for you, and that's where you need to go. Go to the comment section of this video. Somebody's going to be teaching you, I promise you. But it don't matter, because if it don't work, it don't work. Okay? You know I usually throw out a name. If it don't work, it don't work. Okay, Mark? I'm not talking about my boy Mark, just Mark out there. It don't work. The frames are just as important as the lenses for me. So in the summertime, when it is hot outside, and you know, it's being able to see under the water isn't as important. Like, I may be sight fishing, but I'm not looking for fish, and I'm not looking, the things that I see under the water with my visual eyes is probably 3rd or 4th on my priority list. Then I'm going to use a frame that lets some air behind it. So I like a much thinner arm. I guess that's what you call these on sunglasses. What do you guys call it? Put in the comment section what you call this part of the sunglasses. I call it just the arm, right? So much thinner arm, because I want air penetrating and circulating around my face, so I'm not sweating and fogging up my glasses. It just feels better for me. That's what I've noticed that I like the best. Even when you're riding down the lake, getting some air back in behind these lenses, get some circulation, it just feels better, feels more comfortable. Summertime, that's what I like to use. Now, when I'm sight fishing, and it is 100% about me seeing visual targets under the water, that's what it's about. That's what I'm out there fishing for. I like this frame right here. This one is called the twisted frame from Wiley X. You see me wear this guy before. This is a twisted frame. Blue mirror. It has a much thicker arm. See how thick that is? When I put these sunglasses on, when you look on the side, it's gonna block a lot of that sunlight from entering behind the lens. So it's just like walking around like this every day. You ever notice that's the first thing you do when you wanna see under the water? You do this number, trying to block the horizontal light from coming in behind the lens, messing up your sight, or you do this number. Well, this lens is just doing that for me, blocking all that sunlight from getting behind the lens so I can see a lot better. It's just making a little dark room so I can look out. You know how you can look out the window in your car or out in your house? You can look out, but looking in that window is really hard. That's what this is doing for me right here. Or if you walk up and you want to, you know, you're doing peekaboo inside somebody's car, first thing you do when you pull up to the window is put your hands beside your head. That's what these frames are doing, and the frames are just as important as your lens. That's really the only two things that I use to decide what lens and what frame that I use for the day of fishing. It is important. It 100% makes a difference. Green mirror for dark days. When it's cloudy outside, I use blue mirror for sight fishing on bright sunny days. And then in the hot summertime, I use a thin arm lens that allows circulation around the lens with the darkest lens I can get, which is usually gonna be the old school gray lens because it's gonna block the most light for me. But do like I did today. I'm actually gonna continue to search on Google and learn a little bit more about polarized sunglasses and the science behind it. Do yourself a favor. I did that this morning before I decided to do this video, and I actually learned a little bit just looking at Google on my cell phone, learning what the heck is polarized sunglasses and why is it important to me. I've just been putting them on because that's what the pros tell you to do when you were a kid. Get polarized sunglasses. It makes a difference, and there is science behind it, and I would encourage you to look into it and learn what the difference is between non-polarized and polarized sunglasses. Go catch me some biggins.